Hello, and how are you? It's nice to be back again. So, yes, I decided to do some changes to my YouTube channel, so I wanted to redo the banner and my profile picture. I recently got to do a bit of work with a little animation, which I hope to showcase soon, and I thought, well, I probably should be a little bit more serious with my YouTube channel and just tidy it up a little bit because it's not that I didn't like it, but looking at my banner, I just found that it was too squished and, it just wasn't. I just felt like it was time to change it up a bit. Plus, I got a new hat when I went traveling in July and I absolutely love it, so it is now a part of my avatar, which you will see soon. So with this, I wanted to make a nice banner, so I looked up and found that the minimum dimensions were 2560 by 1140, and so I followed that and I created this banner. Now, I thought I would try a little bit of a cartoony avatar because for my animations I want to alter it a little bit because I was finding that the quality I was going for is really time consuming to try and then create an animation with, and so I figured if I did a little simple version, kind of like a Bruce Stew Explosm odds one out, kind of just mush it up, mush it all together and just, I don't know, do something, and then hopefully it makes the animation process a little bit easier. I might get a little bit more motivated with making animations and doing my storytime art thing that I have been wanting to do. But, reality being that with the work that I do, it's a bit hard to then sit down and use my creative brain once all of my emotional energy has been depleted. But anyway, so in my banner, I have chosen some icons which are very similar to what it was previously. So a cup of coffee, it can be tea as well, a book, the Triforce symbol because I love the Triforce and I love Legend of Zelda, a paintbrush, which is kind of funny because I usually do digital art, but I figured it's definitely demonstrating artisticness. And of course, Navi the fairy from my favorite Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Yes, I like many of the Legend of Zeldas, but I would say that just at the tippy top is Ocarina of Time. I really enjoyed doing this, so I sketched out a little bit of a layout while I was in my break so then I could get a bit of an idea what I was looking for, and I thought a cute little avatar peeping over the edge with those icons that I feel are a part of my personality was a brilliant idea, genius. So this is just going through just the colouring and the shading, which you may have noticed it flicked through a different Photoshop file. So I was toying around with avatars previously, sticking to a certain colour palette, which was the brown skin and the hair and the eyes, but then a blue dress because blue is one of my favourite colours, and it just seemed fitting to continue that. Now I wanted to do a nice background, and in one of my little Copic play arounds I learned how to do a bit of a galaxy theme, and so it was just using splodges of purple or just colours and then a little lighter outline and then blending it all in and then having a bright colour here and there, and eventually you blend it all up and then you put in stars and such. And I thought I was feeling quite, I don't know, the starry sky thing is just my mood at the moment, I suppose. Daydreaming and magical stuff. So I thought, yeah, I'll actually do a bit of a galaxy background for that. So the process is pretty much splodges of colour and then just blending it all in. Okay, once all the blending's been done, we put in the darker areas. So whatever that dark color you did have, just go even darker and a bit more saturated, I think the word I'm looking for is. And then in those dark bits you get a white or whatever color you want, and then add in the stars, and it's all pretty. And I did this with my Copic markers, and it was so much fun. I've only done one, but I think I'll do another one. It's just, you know, blending all those colors is quite soothing. And then here we go, and then I noticed, oh, some of the icons aren't really sticking out very well, and what better way to fix that than than to put some nice white outlines around them. So here we go, putting an outline around everything to help it pop a little bit, because I didn't want to reduce the saturate. I didn't want to take away the colors from the background because I really liked the galaxy, and yeah, it's a lot of colors, but it was just feeling so nice. I just didn't want to take it away. And there we go. So I added in my email address and my Newgrounds and my Twitter account, because, you know, why not? And I do use my Twitter a fair amount. And now moving on to the profile picture. So this is a 800 by 800, and then I did the circle in the middle because I know with our profile pictures on YouTube, it's a circle shape. So I wanted things to be within that circle so there wasn't too many things being cut out. To go quickly back about the banner, I had to mess around with it completely. So I thought I had the right dimensions, which I did for the minimum size requirement. However, as people would know, when you put in a banner, it's like a small strip that actually is displayed on the PC version. On whatever the TV version would be, it would have looked fantastic, but no, it couldn't be that simple with the PC, and so I had to mess around with it so much just to get it to sit right. And it's probably a little bit off from what I want, because, you know, on my current banner you don't see as much of the galaxy because I had to mess around and zoom in. But my biggest thing would be to Google YouTube banner template, because that's what I did, and I found a Photoshop version, and it gave me all of the measurements so I could actually adjust everything to fit appropriately, and that was the only way I could actually get it to look any good. And it was frustrating because I spent so much time trying to create this banner to fit in the requirements. Oh, and the other thing was, when I Googled it, everyone was like, oh, YouTube banner should be, and even I maybe might be stepping my foot in it a little bit. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere on YouTube that the banner limit should be 2560 by 1140. And then when I went to upload it, it was like, oh, file is too small. File is too small. I was like, what is going on? So it turns out, it's 2560 by 1150 or something like that. So I was ready to tear my forking hair out, because I was just like, why is this so hard? I just want to make a nice pretty banner to make myself look a bit more professional. So come on, YouTube. Anyway, oh my gosh, I also found out that Newgrounds had the same sort of concept. So but yes, recommendations is to find a YouTube banner template to solve all your misery. Anyway, as my little rant there is over, I'm doing my profile picture. So I got this hat when I went traveling down south to see my brother and my sister, and I freaking love it. I just go everywhere with it, and it's my favorite. So this is a very simplified version of this hat. There's a lot of other colors mixed in, but yeah, I wasn't gonna go into that depth. So anyway, the hat is now a thing, and it's going to be part of my avatar and hopefully my animations, and hopefully it doesn't drive me too nuts and I don't regret this decision. Nah, I won't. It'll be fine. It helps me figure out the hair thing. But anyway, I absolutely love it. So, now, I know I got so sidetracked now. I just lost my thought. Anyway, made this avatar. This is for my profile picture logo, and I did the E because my name is Elanayru. Well, that's the name I've chosen to go by for my art stuff, and it just seemed appropriate, and I really like doing the E, which, pro tip, I don't want to say steal, I'll say I borrowed from A Legend of Zelda. It was like the Twilight Hylian print. They had the whole alphabet looking like that, and it was just so beautiful, so I utilized it. And to splash a bit of different color in there, I made an orange cup, and consistency, guys. I like coffee, I like tea, and also I thought, you know what, I just need to put this galaxy in again because I absolutely love it. And again, to help it pop out a little bit, I've done the outline, and I actually, as you will see in a second, put sort of a semi-transparent circle. Kind of just helps things pop a little bit more. And ta-da! That's my new profile picture. So I gave my YouTube channel a bit of a facelift, which actually was really lovely to do. It just helps, tap into that creativeness again and get back into it. And, I might be putting my foot in it again. But, I've really enjoyed this whole process, and I love sharing this stuff with you guys. And so here's to hoping I will get my butt into gear. But here is a bit of accountability for me. I am doing Inktober this year again, and I will preface that I may have some late entries or maybe late night uploads because I will be doing a lot of work stuff and traveling remote to smaller schools, which take 3 hours to get to from the town that I currently live, which is also 3 hours out of the capital city, which I normally live in. But anyway, so I'm going to do my best, and I have a few ideas of what I want to do a bit differently to last year, but so excited to do Inktober again. So thank you, everyone. I hope you have a lovely day, night, morning time. Fare thee well, fine human, and I shall see you in my next video.